Hey, come here, check this out. So, as you can see, the station is basically one long hallway with everything else kind of jutting out from the main spot, but don't worry, you'll get a full tour later on in winter. Look at this! It's getting really dark out. So the sun set about 2 weeks ago, and now we are getting towards the later phases of twilight. In the next couple weeks here, the sun will be completely gone and it'll be dark. You can see the night sky. But yeah, wow, how cool is that, huh? What else? We got some stars. I don't know if you can see it over there. The first stars are starting to show up as well. It's pretty amazing. All right, that's all. Let's go back to my room where it's warm. Whew. March is over. The first full month of winter is over. I don't know where it went. I feel like I just made the February review video, which if you haven't seen that, by the way, click the little, I think it's on this side. Yeah, click the little box. But I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Man, March. Quite a lot of stuff actually happened this month. I think the biggest thing and the most fascinating thing is that the sun set. The sun set for the winter. Obviously, as you saw, there is still a little bit of light on the horizon, but within the next couple weeks, we should be in the complete darkness for the next, what, 4 to 5 months, which I'm personally really stoked for. But yeah, man, what all happened in March? So sunset. Sunset is a huge deal here at the South Pole, and it involves all kinds of festivities and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm not going to get too much into the actual workings of the sun because I'm making a whole video on that. But basically, the sun is up all summer long and then takes about a month or so to set, and then it is down all of winter, and then it takes about another month or so to go up, and then it is up all of summer. So in a lot of ways, here at the South Pole, we literally only have one day, which is quite fascinating. So as you can imagine, the sunset festivities are quite big, and we really celebrate it, and it's a really good time around here. The big thing that you will have is the sunset dinner. It is the first of 3 big dinners that we have here at the South Pole: sunset, midwinter, and sunrise. And man, it is absolutely wonderful. We decorate the galley all nice, and everyone dresses up, and we have a cocktail hour, and then the kitchen crew really steps up their game and makes some incredible food, and it is just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and then of course everybody hangs out afterwards and socializes, and basically it's just a really fun evening. Another fun little tradition that we have here at the Pole is these midwinter boxes, which I'm going to talk about again in a couple months. But my good buddy Grant sent me multiple boxes, and so he wanted me to open one during sunset dinner, which was just absolutely a blast. He got me all kinds of fun stuff that I could use throughout the winter. I actually filmed a bit of that opening, so check that out. So it is currently the day of the sunset dinner, and I have a friend back home, his name is Grant, who was lovely enough to send me this box of stuff to open today. It's, yeah, I can't thank you enough, Grant. I know you're watching this. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, let's open this up. Well, let's see here. Ah, a letter. All right, Victor. Here's a box of basic gifts / surprises that I hope reach you at the South Pole before deliveries stop. Tavo Drauge, your friend, Grant. Thanks, Grant. He literally individually wrapped every single Yes, I get to open so many things. Boozled jelly beans. Whatever. I think it's spoiled milk. Coffee. Caramel macchiato. I remember you mentioning you like coffee. Here is some. More like a wool. A puzzle. And that's it. Thank you so much, Grant. I really appreciate it. So yeah, as you can see, really great, a lot of fun, and a wonderful, thoughtful thing for him to do. But as far as the sun itself setting, This season, I was not lucky enough to actually watch it set. I was fortunate enough in 17 to be standing there, and I saw the moment that the sun went down below the horizon for the last time. Unfortunately, it's nearly impossible to predict when it's going to happen, just because of a lot of different factors. However, I did manage to get a decent time lapse, I think, when it was getting very, very close, but I was not there to see it in person. But yeah, once the sun is actually down, the interesting phenomena continue. Hey, so it's really cold. I am not dressed for this at all. Notice I don't even have gloves on right now, and it's very cold. But I just wanted to show you something really quickly that is absolutely awesome. So as you know, right now is around sunset time, which means there are lots of crazy things happening in the sky. And this is one of them. By the way, this blew my mind the first time I ever saw or heard about it in 2017 when I was here. Basically, what you have, well, first of all, moon's out to play, but also, you see that this big curvature that you got going all along the horizon here? Well, that right there is quite literally the Earth's own shadow against its atmosphere. The sun is currently setting on that side of the building, so over there, and so that is the shadow of the planet. How cool is that? Yeah, what else? Yeah, and one of the other really exciting things that actually happened this March was that we had a Skyline Chili night. So there are 3 people here at the South Pole from Ohio, and that all have some sort of connection with Cincinnati. And arguably one of the most famous foods from Ohio is this chili from this fast food joint called Skyline Chili. And so one of our guys, actually our head chef, he shipped down a ton of cans of this Skyline Chili. We decided one Sunday evening that we should have a Skyline Chili night. Now, that was a good time. If you've never heard of Skyline Chili, basically it's coney dogs, or you do it with spaghetti. So you basically have spaghetti with chili, cheese, onion, and basically we provided this the best we could. We didn't have quite the right ingredients in some ways, but we did the best we could, and we basically served this for the community. It was a really good time. People were really skeptical, but they ended up enjoying it quite a bit, which was really fun. Actually tweeted it at Skyline themselves as well, which was quite hilarious, and they you know, they shared it and everything, and it turned into a little bit of a thing. It was quite hilarious. Which, by the way, gotta do a shameless little plug. If you're not following me on Twitter, that's kind of where I put like the day-to-day stuff and more updated photos, because my Instagram is kind of like a little bit behind. So the Twitter is where the most up-to-date stuff is, so you should follow me there at Gone Venturing. But anyways, yeah. So next I'm gonna do it's a bit weird. It's a little reaction thing maybe, but I'm gonna react to this little gift that I got, which is this jar. I know it doesn't look like much. Yeah, it's an empty jar with a bunch of tape on it. Bizarre, right? Well, basically I had this idea, and the most lovely human named Tegan actually helped me out and was willing to send this down to me. But basically what I asked her to do was to take this jar, empty obviously, and go to the woods, you know, like a forest, and open up the jar, wave it around a bit or something, and then close it, with the hopes that we could trap the smell of a forest in this jar. I've been holding on to it obviously now for nearly 2 months. I didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to open it, but I didn't know if, I don't know. But I figured this is a great time to do it. And yeah, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Who knows? So yeah, let's do it. Man, to be honest, I feel a bit weird opening it, because like, it's always kind of been like Schrodinger's cat. It's been sitting on my desk, and you know, you don't know if it's gonna work. So it might have worked, and also might not have, but I never knew. But now I'm gonna find out, and the mystique it'll be over. All right, I feel like I need to do this really fast. I'm very curious if this worked. All right, here we go. Maybe? smells kind of like piney, maybe. Or maybe I'm just projecting. I also smell a lot of tape. It's gone. Yeah, not sure if that worked. I think it might have. I don't know. Because now it smells different than it was when I first opened it. You know what? I'm choosing to believe that that worked. That was awesome. I think I should have 1 or 2 more of these in other boxes, so give it another try later, see what I think, but I don't know, maybe it worked. I also wouldn't know, I haven't smelled a forest in so long. All right, well, thank you so much for sending that. That was so good. You're the best. But yeah, I guess last time I also ended with what was happening at work. Like I said, I work in the logistics and supply department here. And I think I mentioned that we had just started receiving, or were working on receiving everything that had been dropped off in the last plane, so putting it where it belongs and accounting for all of it, making sure it was there. And in the month of March, we managed to finish all of that. And so that is all done. And now we are continuing with, you know, regular tasking and whatnot, and also starting to do inventory on the station. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with work. And I think that's going to be generally what we're doing for most of the winter. Aside from, like I said, the general tasking that kind of carries us through the week. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, March was a really good month. Sunset is obviously amazing, and you have the sunset happening for literally days at a time. And it's really fun because if the sun is like over there, but you want it to be over there, you just like wait 6 hours and suddenly the sun is exactly where you want it, so you can get the sunset photo that you want. I'm currently posting all of those sunset photos on my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, make sure to check me out at Gone Venturing, because all the sunset photos are coming out, and then slowly we will be starting to get into the nighttime and the really exciting stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I got some really great feedback on the February video, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep making these throughout the winter. I figure another thing I can maybe add is if you have any questions about March in particular, like sunset or sunset dinner or anything like that, feel free to leave those in the comments down below, and then I can answer them in my April video, and then kind of, you know, jump from there and answer questions and whatnot. So of course, if you like the video, you know what to do. Make sure you hit the little thumbs up button and also subscribe if you are not already, and hit the little notification bell and do all the things. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next week with another McMurdo video. Yeah, I've got a few more McMurdo videos, then it'll all be South Pole. So yeah, I will see you then.